Alright, well I have spawned in a very cozy, snowy valley, and I think it would be fun today to try to survive 117 days with a snowy theme. This is the Christmas special. I'm uploading this on Christmas Day, so of course, Merry Christmas, and I think it'd be fun to make some sort of winter village, maybe a Christmas tree with presents, something sort of taiga, spruce, that kind of vibe. So let's get started. I always tend to spawn on trees, I don't know why. By the way, I recently added this mod called Particle Rain. It changes how the snowflakes fall, and it changes a lot of stuff about the weather, and I just thought it looks so pretty. So if you're wondering why the snow looks like that, that's because of Particle Rain. The only problem with spawning on top of trees is it's always so hard to get down. I might just have to take the L and take some fall damage. Oh, I completely missed. Okay, well, it's not a big deal. I'm playing in survival. I've since switched pretty much entirely away from hardcore to survival. I just think it fits my style more. I don't think hardcore really matters that much to me. Maybe if I was doing a more, challenge focused one, like I did a zombie video a while back, but this is just like relaxing, snowy Christmas stuff. It's not like it needs to be hardcore. Oh, there's cows here. That's surprising. I wouldn't expect to find much in the way of animals in this biome. Got some pumpkins. I can make some pumpkin pie later. Let's see. It looks like we got some mountains over there. And then also some over there. So we're kind of in like a snowy valley. That's cool. Looking for a mine entrance right now. I want to find some sort of cave. God, I really just do love that particle rain snow. I didn't like how with the vanilla snow, it's kind of just like a constant, very, very still snowstorm. But I like how it's it's more dense and it feels like there's some direction to it. It just feels more dynamic. Looks like we got a river down here. It's probably frozen, right? Yeah, well that makes it easy to cross at least. I would like to find a village too. That's the one thing that I would love to have is villager access, but if I don't have that, it's not a big deal. Oh, that's right, I forgot in the snowy biome there's permafrost. I think if you break this stuff, you get bones and like gold ingots and stuff, or gold nuggets rather. But yeah, you can get bones. So that's a good way to jumpstart a farm. I think it would be nice to be able to farm, but not necessarily on the surface, because that wouldn't make a lot of sense. Maybe like a underground, geothermal wheat farm or something like that. There's a lot of really cool underwater river caves with glowberries, and I could put a farm in there. Oh, there's a lava lake. That's a little bit sketchy. Might fall in there accidentally. Well, you know what? I could actually farm up this permafrost for a little bit and get some iron and get like enough for an ingot. Maybe get some better tools. Is it the shovel or the pickaxe that's quicker? Can't really tell. I think the pickaxe is faster. Well, still haven't found much. It seems very sparse and desolate out here. Maybe I should go to the mountains or one of these bigger hills and find a cave there. I just want to find a sheep. I need one more piece of wool before nighttime because I do not want to be out here with strays. But yeah, look at that. I got 12 bones. I guess it's not really that much gold or iron. It's really just the bones, but that's pretty good. That'll help me start a wheat farm pretty quickly. Is that a cave right there? Oh yeah, here we go. It's like a shallow ravine. Or this one looks a lot deeper. Yeah, that's definitely a proper ravine. Okay, maybe we hunker down there for the night. Is there any water I could jump into? I don't see anything. I don't want to make any unnecessary risks. I spy some coal down there. It's going to get dark really quickly. Gotta get some torches. There we go. We've got some light. Good. Well, while I'm down here, I'm going to cook up my meat. My health and hunger is definitely leaving a little bit to be desired. I just love the snow, man. It's probably one of my second favorite biomes in Minecraft after maybe like the mountain meadow look. Yeah, I think that's water down there. I just don't really want to take any risks till I get down there. Alright, well we've got some basic meat to get me going. It's not going to last that long, but it's a good start. Now, I want to find some iron, ideally. This is a really weird ravine. It's like two different ravines met in the middle here. Wow, it goes really far down though, doesn't it? Is that wait, what is that? Is that further down? There's like fog down there, like the cave keeps going. I'm almost positive that's water. Let me just try. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I think it was just water. I don't think it went that much further down. This is a crazy cave system though. It's definitely at least 2 ravines. Oh, I need to make some full tools. What am I doing? I'm gonna get a sword. Can you mine lapis with stone? Is that a thing? Oh wow, it is, okay. I thought it was iron for some reason, but that's cool. Normally I would not be this far down in the caves this early on, but I just wanted to check out this ravine. I'll tell you what, this cave is not easy to navigate. I wish I had the hops enchantment. I had that in my last video where you can put it on your boots and then you can get like a jump boost, and that makes it so convenient for getting around caves. That'll be a while from now. Oh, there's a skeleton over there. Yeah, I should be careful of that. I should get a shield actually. Let me do that first. Oh, wait, one just spawned. Oh, okay. Not now. I'm not prepared yet. Yeah, I've got 10 iron, so I could get a shield and probably a chest plate. Let's hope for a good modifier, please. That's so bad. That's 2 hearts reduced, 20% speed debuff, and it has trash durability. No, I can do better than that. It's the exact same thing, bro. I don't want to use all my iron, though. I want to have enough for a chest plate. But I don't think I actually can afford a chest plate if I make one more shield, so I might just have to go with this for now. Wait, there's 3 skeletons. Okay. Time to go. Okay, I am not prepared for that, that's for sure. I saw some iron, though, in that cave, and I don't have my pickaxe anymore. I'd love to get an iron pickaxe. I might just have to settle for stone for the time being. I mean, there's one right there. There's probably another one still back in there. I guess it was just because there was 3 of them at once. It was just so, like, it was so overwhelming. Maybe I could deal with one, though. There we go. Okay, got him. Yeah, having 2 extra hearts, or having 2 less hearts, that's what's really making this difficult. Oh, it's day 2. Alright, well I got the iron. I don't know if those skeletons are still around, though. I won't stay around too much longer. I would like to get on the surface when it's day. Utilize the time, but I'll get this coal, and then we'll go up. Alright, now I should have all the coal, so we can go up now. There's a skeleton there. He's waiting for me to get up on a ledge so he can poke me off. Okay, now we're back. So I think today it would be good to start thinking about more of a permanent home, or just a place I can call my own home. Because I don't really want to have to retreat to the caves every time it turns to night. I just haven't done a ton of exploration yet, but this like mega taiga up ahead looks really cool. Building a cabin in these tall trees, that'd be so cozy. Yeah, like this is a nice spot. I could build a cabin in here if I clear some trees out. Let me just go up the hill on top of this mountain and see if I can get a better view of anything around here, and then if I don't see anything else, I'll just settle down here. God, I hate powdered snow so much. I should get some leather boots. I think that prevents you from falling in, right? That is the one thing that I really dislike about the snowy biome. I know it's probably realistic, but it's just a nuisance to deal with. I did not find a single sheep during my day exploration today, so might have to go down in the caves again. So it looks like the sun is starting to set. This is so cool though, man. This is like Red Dead Redemption 2. I could totally settle up here. Alright, yeah, looks like the sun is setting, so I don't really have time to build a house, but I could go into a cave like right here and just hunker down. Tomorrow for sure I'll build a house. I just gotta find a good spot to do it. Wait, this is not a cave at all. What is this? I guess it kind of is. It's a creeper. Oh god, this is a terrible place to spend the night. Let me find something a little bit better. Alright, well this cave did not really go anywhere, so I could go outside or I could just dig a tunnel, try to find another cave. I might do that. I still don't really have a good enough supply of iron to start a farm or have good tools, so I really should just go mining these first few days. But I promise, I will build the Christmas village soon. I just realized though, I just ate my last piece of food. That's not ideal, because there really have not been that many animals at all in the snowy biome. Maybe it would be worth starting like a really dingy wheat farm in the cave. Because I've got the bones. This is going to make what? 48 bone meal? That's pretty good, honestly. I've got plenty of iron for buckets, and I could make a hoe. I just got to get some seeds. There's not that many grass blocks, though, in the snow biome, but I think I've seen some. Let me just go see, because I really cannot go mining without food. If I take damage from skeletons, it's kind of Joe over. I kind of hear... Oh, okay. Alright. Thought I heard something. Okay, well, that's a nice omen. Yeah, okay, there's some grass. I'll try to get some... Like, even just one wheat seed is going to be enough. Okay, and there's honestly even water in here, so I could just put some dirt around this. I only have 8 dirt. I could get some more. Let's see, there's some right here. Alright, 37 dirt should be good. So we've got some pockets of water. This can work. I hear a zombie right through this wall. Is there a cave here? Or maybe he's on the surface. Wait, what was that? Oh, here he is. That works for me. It was weird. The permafrost fell. I think it has gravity to it. It's like gravel. Okay, well, this is going to be a really terrible farm, but this is a good start. It is like, what, day 2, so it's not like this has to be perfect. And then we get some bone meal, and then we can right-click like that to harvest it. So yeah, I'll get probably like, 10 to 12 pieces of bread from this, which should tie me over for a while. Alright, only got 6 pieces of bread, but that's fine. I just gotta get a better source of food if I intend to do any amount of proper cave exploration, because skeletons really just mess you up. But I assume it's almost morning, right? Yeah, it looks like the sun is coming up, so today I'm gonna actually focus on, building a base. This can be my my little basic farm that I maybe come back to, but I want to have a better setup than this. Also got some iron cooking, so I can finally upgrade to some stone, or not stone tools, upgrade from stone to iron tools. Yeah, there it is, day 3. I really gotta get a bed, dude. That should be my primary task today, find another sheep. Alright, let's go check out some potential base locations. Oh, gosh, these creepers. Good thing they burn in the daylight. So, that's right, I found this nice little flat plateau up here by the mountains. This could work. I mean, it's very quaint down there in the forest. Just surprised, I've not found any villages yet. I guess they're not that common in the taiga. But it's fine, I don't need a village. It's not really a mechanic I like to lean on too much anyways. Maybe somewhere down here, this looks good. I don't want to be too high up because I know if you build a mine entrance, it just takes forever because then you have to dig through the entire mountain just to get down to sea level and then go down. So it'd be nice to be a little bit further down the hill. There's a forest there. That could work. Kind of feeling across the river here. I feel like this has potential. Whoa. Wait, look at this. There's another ravine of some sort. That's cool. That could be my cave. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the underground kind of geothermal caves. I could build a farm in there. What is going on here? It's like a floating fern. Oh, there's a sheep. Oh, okay. Let me get my last piece of wool. Wait, what? Oh, when I had the skeleton encounter earlier, I used wool to like block them off. Forgot about that. That sucks. I just spent all my iron on pickaxe and my shovel and some armor, so... Okay, I'll have to find some more, make some shears. Oh, here's some iron. Okay. Oh, look at this biome. It's like a cold, muddy swamp. Can't say that would be super scenic. That cliff over there looks pretty cool, actually. See that? Oh, what is this? Like a ruin? I believe so, right? Oh, it's a little bit different than normal. It's got candles. Maybe I'll take these from my house. But yeah, like straight ahead right there. That could be a cool spot for a house. Well, it took me like the entire day to get here because the terrain is so treacherous, but this might be a pretty nice spot. I know you can't really see much at night, especially when it's snowing, but I think this will look really pretty and it's flat up here. I could build various different houses, so this could work. But it is nighttime and it's not really the nicest place to be outside at night, so I might have to retreat. Oh god. Although if I light up the place around here with torches, I might be okay. Oh. God. I heard the footsteps. That has not happened to me in a long time. Being snuck up on like that. Oh no. I forgot about phantoms. Okay, I'm just gonna go down. I guess I've not encountered phantoms in a long time, like several months. And I guess it's because I got so used to sleeping every single night, but I really have not had much luck with getting sheep so far in this video. It's not been that easy to find them, so I guess they're saying that I really need to sleep now, but I can't. I mean, I think I got a little bit of string from that spider, but you would need 12 to make a full bed. Alright, well, now I'm definitely staying in the caves now. Just sucks though, I only have one more piece of bread. Gotta make it count. Oh, I've hit the cliff. I kind of forgot that I was living on a cliff. Well, there's a skeleton... There's a spider jockey actually over there. There's a cave right here. Maybe I'll try to explore this. Hopefully it goes somewhere, please. Doesn't go anywhere, never mind. Well, there's my plateau, and there's me. Guess I'll just dig a staircase down. This is what I was worried about though, building a base on a high up plateau, is that it would just take forever to get down to a proper cave, but that's just the life I've chosen. Tomorrow I definitely need to make it a objective to find some sheep, because I've got the shears now. And I think maybe I don't have it on me, but I had 2 brown wool that I got from a sheep. I just wish I got 3. But very soon I can get a bed. Oh, it's the next day, is it? Okay, day 4. I really should go get a sheep then. I gotta make use of the daylight while I got it. So I guess I'll also spend the day clearing this spot out and maybe getting a small little cottage built up, just so I don't have to go to the cave every single time nighttime comes. But before I even do that, I'm gonna go find a sheep. I cannot keep dilly-dallying and not having a bed at night. There's a cow there. I keep finding like one singular animal by itself, but it's not like there's packs of animals. I don't know if that's something because of the snow or what. There's a pig over there. There's a few pigs. Never mind. There are packs of animals. Oh wow, the glacial chasm biome. That sounds insane. Oh wait, this is so cool. This is like a huge ice field. That's crazy looking. Wow. This would be a great spot for some sort of castle. What a view. Well, I don't think I'll be finding many sheep though over there, so let's go back to the forest. I just need like 1 sheep, man. If you shear a sheep, I think there's a chance for it to drop 3 wool. There's some pigs over there. Is that a fox? Like an ice fox? That's cool. It'd also be great if I found some sweet berries. I know that's kind of a trash food source, but at least it's renewable. Wait, is that a structure? Oh, I think that's an igloo. Oh, might be some loot in there. Oh wait, the igloos, they have beds. I'm almost positive they do. Yes, let's go. Okay. Thank God, man. I think there might be a ladder in here too. Maybe not. Okay, never mind. But the bed is really good. I'm glad I found that. Okay, well that objective is done. Let's go... Oh wait, there's a sheep right here. Okay, whatever. Let's go back to the base now. Get some foundations going for the house. Whoa, where did that spider just come from? I just ate 3 rotten flesh in a row and didn't get hunger a single time. That's crazy. Ooh, is that a sweet berry? Oh, I think it is. Let's go. Okay. That's 2 objectives complete. Nice. It's only 1 berry, but I can very quickly turn this into a little snowy vineyard. Alright, so I'm back. Let's clear out some more trees. Made a whole bunch of axes, so I should be able to chop the whole forest down. That's actually really cool how the sweetberry bush gets all snowy like that. I don't know what mod adds that. It's a nice bit of visual polish. Alright, well I got a renewable food source, even though it's kind of trash, but I can't complain. I don't have any other good way to get food right now. Also got a pretty good amount of land to work with, so that's nice. And so these are my building materials right now. I've got really just cobblestone and spruce, but I could build a nice little cabin out of that. Gotta build something quick, nighttime's coming. Something like that, that could work. Maybe a couple blocks longer actually. Alright, well it's day 5, so the house is somewhat coming along. It's going to be very basic because I don't have a lot of materials to work with. Like I would like a chimney, but I don't think I really have the materials for that yet. This will be like a cabin you see in Red Dead Redemption 2 in the mountains. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Alright, I think the cabin is pretty much done. It's very simple, but I think it suits me. It's got kind of a unique asymmetrical front door. I like that. And the inside is pretty small, but you can ignore all the snowballs. But I think I could put the bedroom somewhere and then section it off with trapdoors, then maybe like a kitchen, maybe some storage. You know, I think this will be a good starter house. Let me start by getting rid of all these snowballs. I love dogs. Alright, so it's day 6. I've pretty much finished the interior of the house. You know, maybe a couple more decorations here and there, but I like this. I like how there's like a little partitioned chest here too, and that looks cool. I've obviously not found any oak wood yet, because I've only been in the spruce taiga, so I don't have oak trapdoors for windows. This is my best attempt at creating a window, because I feel like there's such a nice view. I don't want it to just be closed off with stair blocks. But we got the bedroom back in here. This is sectioned off with some more storage. And then beyond that, I think the house is pretty much done. So we got a little plot of land here. I think the next thing to do is like the food source is still really crappy. And I talked about building some sort of underground wheat farm. I had that one in the cave back there, but that was definitely not gonna work for very long. So I could start working on some sort of farm. I just want to cover it up though for the sake of lore. I don't want it to just be like growing out here in the winter time, because that kind of doesn't really make any sense for crops to grow out here. I like that window, by the way. I like that I can see myself in here. Well, let's see. I've got I got 17 seeds. I've got some iron for a singular bucket. I could maybe get some more ingots from digging up permafrost, but I still would need to figure out where I want to build my farm, and I might just have to excavate something out. Maybe down the hill. I could dig like that cave down there with a torch. I could put something down there. Let me just dig up some more permafrost to get the iron I need. I don't really get the logic, by the way, of why there would be iron and gold in permafrost. Is that like gold rings or jewelry has been like lost in the snow and it's like trapped there? Or is that how geology works? I don't know. I forgot I could also get some bones doing it this way, so this will help expedite my farm. Alright, got enough iron nuggets to finish off the next bucket, so now I can have an infinite water source. So now let's go excavate some sort of underground farm. I guess actually I do need to get some water. I didn't even think about that. Where could I find some? There was the river down there, you know, the bottom left kind of area. I wonder if I could also just break some ice. Couldn't that work? I feel like there's like only a certain type of ice that you can break to get water. Oh, well, I'll find out. Like this stuff. This is ice, right? Yeah, no, I think this is like a special type of ice, like packed ice, where it doesn't actually drop water. Well, that kind of sucks. I guess I could just go to the river down below. Like, is that a river? I can't really tell. Everything is so gray. But I think there should be some water down there. Oh. What? Oh, that's one of those little like underground pillager outposts. Those are cool. I remember I explored those with my friends a while back, and they're honestly really tough. I'm just gonna go away. Alright, here we go. There should be some water down here. Okay, I made it back, so now let's go to that cave, and then we'll excavate a spot for the farm. Like this thing right here. It's not very big, but I feel like that's what I'm imagining, like some sort of covered up wheat field. Like, you know, you can imagine that it's more warm in here or something like that. Alright, so a few days went by and I have extended the wheat field here, so we got like a proper little wheat patch here, which is cool. I added a bit of a balcony and a staircase up to the base, so that's cool. And then in the back I added one more wheat field. This one's more for efficiency. It's like the perfect, you know, 4 blocks out in every direction, you know, max efficiency kind of a thing. And while I dug this out, I discovered this cave. Pretty massive ice cave, so Honestly, I've been kind of low on iron, so it might be fun to explore this. I just have to dump off all my stuff because I obviously excavated a ton of stone from this. I mean, I guess I have 25 iron, but I just want like a stack, you know? Alright, that should be good. Let's go mining. Yeah, but now I've got 24 bread, so I've got an actual, like, solid renewable food source. I've got the sweet berries up above, but it's really not that much. Just gotta be careful of these little ice spikes. They do a lot of fall damage if you land on them like that. Man, this really does go far down. That is crazy. I think that's deep slate down there. Yeah, so there's quite a few patches of coal. I guess that's probably worth getting, right? Oh, legendary? Let's go, dude. Look at that. We got some extra health. We got some extra speed. That's great. That man is climbing my ladder. Yeah, that is quite a ladder, dude. Look at that. You know, I gotta be honest, the diorite caves, not really my thing. It just kind of makes me think of bird poop. Like, I've never really found a good use case for this block. It's really quite ugly. But I'm sure it has its uses, just, you know, not for me. I swear, bro, why are there so many zombies in this cave? I've fought like 8 of them. God, this cave keeps going? This is probably the biggest cavern I've ever seen. Like, one continuous cavern all the way up. Alright, Sam, give the people a meow. That was just my cat, Sam. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, friendly fire. Jeez. Finally. I feel like all I've been mining is coal. Surely I'm getting down to deep slate soon. It's crazy that this is still stone. Oh, the Frostfire cave. That sounds cool. Oh, is that the Frostfire over there? Well, that's deep dark, isn't it? Something looks different. What is that? Yeah, like the soul fire. That's cool. Okay, well, I've hit deep dark. Do I want to be around here? I just want to avoid the shriekers. That's really the only thing that I'm concerned about. I'm just surprised that it would spawn this high up. There's no deep slate around. I thought it only spawned in the deep slate. Oh, well, there's deep slate. So I must just be like right about to cross into that threshold. Okay, well, it's a little bit creepy in here. I just don't really want to set off a shrieker. I'll just come back here later. Mining Skulk is a really good way for getting XP, so I don't need that right now, but later that would be nice. Alright, well, this is the current haul so far. I have a bodacious amount of coal, but really not much iron at all. Might be worth just starting to straight up ignore the coal, like just not even bother with the coal deposits and just look for iron. Oh, what just spawned up there? Oh, gosh. Oh, dropped a carrot. Just like a like an air delivery carrot. Okay. I'll have to add that to my farm. Oh, God. Oh, no. It's the glow ink squid skeleton. Why are they always holding items like that? I don't understand. Are those my torches down there? Oh, yeah. I just, like, all these caves keep linking up somehow, and I don't really understand how. Such an expansive network. Like, what is this? I just went through, like, a waterfall and discovered an entirely new cavern. This is crazy. This must be something unique to the mountains, because I don't really see caves like this in the plains or stuff like that. I guess because there's a lot more room for the caves to generate, obviously. What on earth? That skeleton came in blazing. Holy crap. Oh, the old double creeper razzle dazzle. Oh. Gosh. There is just so much coal in these caves. Crazy. I've yet to get down to the super far down caves, like the deep slate. I want to get some diamonds before I go up. Because I have 33 levels. I could really enchant some stuff if I wanted to. Oh, I have a question for you guys. I am not at all a travel person. I've never actually bought a plane ticket myself or like planned out a trip. Like at least like a big trip. I've planned out like basic road trips, but my girlfriend and I, we are looking probably around like January, February in terms of like, should we do a trip to figure out where we want to move next and go check a city out? And I was looking online at plane tickets, or like we've been doing that the past few weeks. And everyone that I've spoken to is like, dude, if you can get a plane ticket for like $200, $250, $300, like that's really cheap. That's really good. And I'm just wondering, like, is that true? Because I have no frame of reference for travel. I was looking at some plane tickets around Christmas time, and we were going to travel in December, but then we waited too long because it got too expensive. And some of the days were like $700 per person. Granted, to fly like basically across the country, but it's still like, that's crazy expensive. Like that to me is expensive, but I don't know, like $300 still sounds like a lot of money to spend on a plane ticket, but maybe that's really cheap. I have no idea. So I'm curious if you guys have any perspective on that. I'm just so used to being able to get in the car and, you know, spend $10 on gas to go home, not $300. And it is kind of nice not to ever really have to worry about the weather, because I feel like, especially in the Northeast, planes often get canceled or flights get canceled because of bad weather, and it would be nice to not have to deal with that. But I think we are going to do a trip in January or so. We keep talking about where we're going to move, but then it never goes anywhere, and we've just decided like we have to actually go somewhere and see it physically before making a decision. We can't just talk about it. So we'll do that soon. But yeah, I'm just curious if plane tickets are like, if $300 is really cheap for a ticket or not. Gosh, man, these caves just continue forever and ever. There's no way I'm going to be able to find my way back. I'm going to have to dig a new staircase. Oh, here's some more skulk. All right, have to be careful. Wait, there's a soul lantern right there. What? Is there a structure? That? I've never seen that before. There's got to be some sort of something around here. Maybe it's the frost fire cave, but there's another one. What? That's weird. I've never seen soul lanterns in caves. Oh god. That's a lot of sensors. I feel like there's got to be some diamonds around here. Oh yeah, this must be the Frostfire Cave now. This is like a proper open cave. Man, this is so cool. Look at this biome. This is sick. This would make for a really cool base. Okay, that's a shrieker, right? That's what spawns the warden. Let me avoid that. I still don't know what these things do. Are these the ones that spread the skulk when something is near it? I think that might be what that is. Never understood the deep dark very well. Oh, wait, yeah, I think I just did it. Where it spread the skulk. I think that's what that was. That skeleton kind of spanked me, not gonna lie. I might have to go up to the surface soon because I am getting a little bit low on bread. I just want to find some diamonds. I feel like there's got to be some in here. Why is it all skeletons in here? Oh my god. Jeez. I might be getting pushed out of this biome. Those skeletons are no joke. Maybe it's a skeleton-only biome. That must be what that is. God, the skulk on the ceiling is so cool. It's like plankton in like an ocean, or like stars in the night sky kind of a thing. Yeah, there's 3 skeletons right there. They were gonna destroy me. This feels like a promising diamond tunnel. God, that scares me every time. Oh, there's lapis. Oh, I need that for my enchantments. Alright, I see 2 shriekers over there. I'm gonna make a path around this way so I can avoid them. Oh, not a skeleton. Down to my last couple pieces of bread. Probably should wrap this up soon and go up. I just want my diamonds, man. Wow, it goes down even farther? Holy crap. That's water, right? Yeah. I don't know if I should do that jump. That seems silly. Let me do it a little less risky. Oh yeah, here we go. So now we're down into like the proper, super far down caves. diamonds. Let's go, baby. Perseverance, dude. Let's go. Did not give up. All right, looks like it's just 2. What could I do with that? I could make a sword. Probably won't do that. I could... wait, is that a chicken I hear? What on earth? How did this man get down here? What's up, bro? Maybe I should bring him back. Could I like dig a staircase? And that would take a while, but I could bring this guy back with me. All right, well, yeah, so I've got 2 diamonds. I technically could find obsidian in a ruined portal or like a village, blacksmith, that kind of thing. But I feel like it's probably more likely that I'll just find some more diamonds down here. But I am very low on food, and I probably should not take any more risks. All right, well, I'm going to try to bring our chicken friend back. It's going to take like 20 minutes to dig a staircase up, but that's the best way to do it. I'm certainly not going to find my way back to the original staircase. Oh, dude, he's ready to go. Yeah, this is fate. I have never seen a chicken in a cave, certainly not this far down. Like a long-lost traveler. Dude, look at him go. He wants to get out. It's crazy. Gotta bring him back to civilization. I did a Stardew video, not the one that I just posted, but like one a month or 2 ago, and I had a chicken named Jerry. Maybe this is Jerry reincarnated. Oh, here he goes. All right, come on, Jerry. Let's go. Oh, more diamonds? Let's go. Oh, if I can get 5. Oh, it is 5. Let's go. All right, now I have 6 diamonds. That's definitely enough for a pickaxe and a table. All right, come on, Jerry. Here we go. I can even pick him up like this. Jerry, hold on. I know you're excited. Isn't there something with the Minecraft mob AI where they try to go up? I remember I did my fresh start video a few months ago, and I was on top of a hill, and there were like 50 farm animals up there, and I was like, why are they all trying to get on top of this hill? And I think people were saying that the AI is like, they try to get to the highest point. Because he's been climbing up these stairs, and I'm like, oh, he's like, you know, yeah, look at him go. And it's kind of nice that I don't have to like direct him, but I think that's part of the AI. Oh, what? No way. I just found some more diamonds. That keeps happening to me. I just accidentally find them. You know, we've got 9 now. That's good. Ooh, got a cave. I wonder if I could expedite the process at all. If I get like a cave that goes straight up instead of having to dig this tunnel the whole way. Alright, come on, Jerry. Oh, there's my torches down there. You see that? Oh, I was over there. Okay. Oh, there's a creeper. Alright, you stay there, dude. Oh. Jerry! Oh my god. Are you alright, dude? He does not look happy. No, Jerry. Stay back. Yeah, run to safety, run to safety. Okay, we're good. Yeah, this is gonna save me a lot of time just going up this cave. Alright, Jerry's leading the charge. Jerry, no! Oh, I see the light. That's the river, right? Jerry, we made it. We made it back to the surface. Alright, I think my house is up there. Wow, that's quite a trek. Alright, well, let's bring Jerry back. I'm gonna have to put him in a boat so he doesn't despawn because I don't have a name tag yet. I don't know what I would do without this mod, dude. This is Carry On that allows you to lift mobs in containers like this. It's so helpful. Where'd he go? Oh, did he climb the ladder? What? I didn't even know that was possible. Jerry is industrious. He's got places to be. Oh my god, there's another mountain to climb? Oh my god. Here we are. There's the cabin. That was quite a trek. So we'll put Jerry over here, my bedroom. I'll make sure to get him a boat so he won't despawn. Alright, so there's Jerry. He looks cozy. Oh, how did he do that? Okay, well hopefully he won't despawn. Put the bed back down. Let me go check on the farm. I'm all out of food. I guess I could harvest these sweet berries too. I like how they're kind of like a decoration block too. They look pretty. Little landscaped bushes. Looks like the farm has grown nicely. That's good. Yeah, there's a lot of wheat in here. I get a lot of bread from this. Alright, so I'm back at my base now, and I guess I should think about what the next project will be. Well, one pet peeve of mine, something that I just cannot stand, is when you have containers that do not have item frames. I want to be able to categorize all my items and know, oh, this is the plant chest, this is the block chest, this is gems. But to do that, I gotta get some cows, and get some sort of barn or pasture or something. Probably a barn, because it's cold out, right? So just tentatively, I'll put some items in here, and they won't be categorized, because I don't have any leather. But I think it would be great to build some sort of little barn structure and start getting some cows. I'll have to clear out some more space, but I have been seeing cows in the forest here. I know they spawn. I could probably put it like right here next to my cabin. You know, I already really love this base. It's so just cozy, and I love how it's on top of a mountain. Like, oh, I'm getting attacked. God, it's a baby zombie. Can our brother get a word in? Oh, great. Is the undead army spawning too? Okay. I was just trying to say how, you know, cozy and, and like wholesome this town is gonna be, and never mind. Let's just get to bed. What on earth? Okay, so this is the Undead Army. It's an event that can spawn from time to time, and it's like, I think 3 waves of zombies and skeletons, and then it gets harder as the game goes on. Okay, let me try to deal with these guys. You know what I need? I need a slab. Let me do it like this? Wait, how do you do it where they can't attack you? This maybe? This should work. We dropped a helmet. Yeah, they can drop this tattered clothing set, like the Undead set, where you can get like a set bonus if you have all 4 pieces. It's basically like leather armor, but you get some extra bonuses, which is cool. Alright, where are the last few guys? Oh, they're in the back, right? No? Where are they? Okay, well I don't know where the other zombies and skeletons are. Maybe they'll show up eventually, but I'm just gonna get back to what I was trying to do, which is build this barn. If I can, that is. Why are there so many mobs just spawning in the middle of the day? Maybe it's technically a thunderstorm right now. Should I try to sleep? Oh yeah, I can sleep. Oh, okay, sure. Oh, there they are. After a while, once you don't find the mobs, they'll light up like that. There's one jumping in a tree, it looks like. Okay, let's go deal with them. I'll just finish this barn once I get rid of this undead army. God, dude, this is crazy. It's the middle of the day. Oh, God. Not the baby creepers. Jeez. Well, maybe that could be my mine entrance. Good lord. Oh, gosh. This is ridiculous. Yeah, well, here are some cows. That's nice that they're really close to my base. How did this guy get up in this tree? Do I have to chop the tree down so he falls down? Yeah, get him. Oh, God. Let me get my shield out. Okay, there we go. Oh, God. Okay, now we can do wave 2. Hopefully that's quicker than last time. Seems to be some infighting out there. Stay back, fiend. Alright, my sword broke, so it might be a good time to upgrade to diamond. Oh, it's rare too. Let's go. That's like the 2nd best tier you can get. Get off my lawn. What's going on here? Is the snow making them stuck? Must be, See, but these guys aren't even a part of the undead army. They're just normal zombies. Where's the rest of it? Probably stuck in the forest again. Oh, there's one. Alright, get down here, fool. Okay, what is going on? It's ridiculous. This forest is just cursed. Let me get to bed. I think it's getting dark. How is the undead army still going? That guy has like 0 health. Alright, come on over. There we go. Okay, so here's the final wave. That's the tank over there. God. Oh my god. Okay, there he is. There he is. Oh, get inside. Jeez. Okay, well this should be pretty easy fighting them at the door. There's the tank. God, that stray does so much damage. I gotta say, despite the chaos of this event, I really do love the scenery. I love the trees and the snow. It's very peaceful. Let's try to get to bed. Let's see if I can fight them in the morning when I can see better. Okay, there's probably one more guy left somewhere in this forest. God, this land is such a mess now. It's because all the snow keeps falling off the trees. And it's accumulating, so when it falls down, it's like a huge pile of snow. Oh, there he is. There we go. Okay, I got the treasure bag, so I won. Sweet. So let me show you the loot that you can get. I've had enough of skeletons for one day, dude. Alright, so we got some cloth. That's what you can use to craft more of this tattered armor. We got some bandages. We got a punch 2 book. That's pretty good. And then we got the soul jar. Wow, this one kind of sucks. So basically this thing, it gives you modifiers so that when you hold it in your offhand, you get that bonus. So in this case, this one will give me extra undead attack damage, extra luck, and extra swim speed. But like all of those are pretty much as bad as you could get. Like normally you could get extra like digging speed or extra movement speed or that kind of stuff. Like pretty useful modifiers, but it's fine. You can always fight the undead army again and get another soul jar, so I probably won't use this one. But you could combine this with your shield, and so you get like a super offhand buff, so that, I mean, that's pretty good. And I think the maximum 4 set bonus for the tattered stuff doubles the boost from the soul jar, right? So all these bonuses would be doubled. And I mean, that could be useful if you got like, 60% swim speed. Like that's pretty quick, but I'm not going to use that. But anyways, I want to get back to what I was doing. Oh, it stopped snowing. Oh, wow. That's been like a 20-day snowstorm. Wow, it's so weird to see everything without snow. There's like crazy visibility now. Yeah, look at this view. Look at where I settled. I couldn't see any of this. Wait, there's a village right there. What? See, I couldn't have seen that because it was snowing the whole time. I had no idea that was there. Well, that's great. Looks like there's just a few houses, but I could totally get a villager, bring them up here, and have my own little village. But let's get back to this barn. It's really not a complicated structure at all. It's just like the cabin, but I got interrupted, and I want to get some cows and bring them in and then get leather for the item frames for my chests. But actually, before I do that, let me get some more wheat. I got a beating during that undead army, dude. Like, all my armor is half health now. My shield's about to break. I lost my helmet. I gotta recover. Barely have any food left. Yeah, look at all the snow buildup that's happened during this snowstorm. Let's get rid of all this. Oh. Here it goes. We got Jerry and Terry. Guess I gotta get him a boat now. Oh, wait. Okay, that works too. Jerry and Terry. Okay, I just gotta remember, Terry is in the front, Jerry's in the back. Okay. Alright, well I think the barn is pretty much good to go. It looks cool. Got like a dirt and grassy plank floor, so that kind of matches the barn aesthetic, and I could probably fit like 20 cows in here. I only have a little bit of wheat, but I can probably make it work. I know there was one cow over here somewhere, right? Where'd he go? Or there was someone over here for sure. There's one. Hey, I'm transporting precious cargo here. I just lost like 70% of my health for one cow. Alright, well, welcome to your new home. Alright, let's go get one more cow. God, these skeletons are just like lurking in the forest. Alright, we've got another cow. Come with me. Oh, it's got quite the dump truck. Can't see a thing. Alright, we got 2 cows. So with due time, we will get some more item frames and leather and beef and stuff, so this is good. Yeah, so it's very much a quaint little village, but it's on its way. I think now that I know the village down there exists, though, it'd be great to get my own villagers up here. Because I would like to get the chickens, you know, Jerry and Terry, out of the boat, let them roam around the house a little bit. Maybe build them like a second floor where they've got their own bedroom. So I would need a name tag for that, though. But I'll take a break from the building. You know, I'll worry about that later, like building a villager house. I think for now, I'll probably maybe do some tree chopping or do something kind of chill. That undead army was kind of stressful. And I've got 40 levels, so I don't want to screw up now. I don't want to do anything too risky, so let's just do something chill. Alright, well, it's day 34. I've cleared out quite a bit of space, so that's good. I'm thinking maybe my villager house could go here, or at least one of them. There's also a nice spot right here, like a little small plot of land that I could build a little hutch on, you know? But I just want to keep chopping trees down. I still have quite a few axes to get through, and I've got even some topics in my phone that I like to write down what I want to chat about in these videos, and I've got a few topics here. Maybe it's a little bit early in the video to have such deep talks, but I wanted to chat about relationships a little bit, because I honestly am not that, like, well tuned into the cultural times of the year, but I feel like people often say that the end of the year is often a time of, like, breakups for some reason. Like, people are going through changing relationships around the holidays, or people just, you know, they're trying to figure out where they want their life to go, and often they break up. And I've heard repeatedly this notion that some people, when they go through a breakup, you know, the natural reaction is to say, like, oh, I'm so unlovable. I can't find anyone that likes me for who I am. I'm just going to be alone my entire life. And I remember I watched The Golden Bachelorette with my girlfriend. It's like a dating show for old people, essentially. And the main woman, Joan, in The Golden Bachelorette, like the season we watched, had some guy tell her that she, you know, he wasn't that into her, and then she's like, oh, I'm so unlovable, I'm never gonna find a husband again. And look, I understand that's a natural reaction, because, you know, someone is telling you that they don't love you, and that probably stings really badly. But I just want to encourage people to do the best possible job of getting that shit out of your head, because it is so, you know, damaging and unproductive to your future success as a person, whether you're talking about dating or whether you tell yourself that you're never going to succeed in your career, whatever it is. You're just, you know, beating yourself down essentially when you say that. Like, I know someone right now that's going through a breakup. I won't say who, just in case they don't want me to spill anything personal, but I look at people that say that kind of thing, and it just makes me feel bad, because, or it makes me feel sad for them, I guess is the right term to say. And like I said, I know it's a natural reaction, but just think about it from an objective standpoint. There's billions of people in the world, and just because one route did not work out the way you thought it would, does not mean that all of the other possibilities are now invalidated. Like, one of my old friends, he had been ghosted a lot by women on, you know, the dating apps, and became very cynical towards dating women and saying, like, oh, I'm never going to find a good woman. They're all just like gold diggers, or, you know, none of them are going to love me for who I am. And I mean, it's hard for me to come at it from a way that does not sound judgmental, because I'm coming from the perspective of a, you know, 8-9 year relationship, and I'm with my girlfriend, and I haven't really had a breakup that really damaged me. But I just feel like you're doing yourself a massive disservice when you say that kind of thing. It would be like if you know, a video performed badly, which I've had many of those. I've had dozens of videos flop probably at this point. As a result, I say, oh, I'm never going to succeed. I might as well just give up trying to become a YouTuber, because it's just not going to work out for me. And, like, of course that's a dumb thing to say, you know? Like, you know what's funny? I had an era on this channel for about 5-6 months where I did in-person videos, which might be a shock to you if you didn't know that. But if you scroll down in my uploads, you'll see, like, my face is in the thumbnail. I did in-person content for a while. And you'll see that the views were trash, like unbelievably bad. Maybe 3,000 views a video, which, like, might be good you know, like it's all relative, but like for what I was getting prior to that, that was like a really big downturn in my channel. And I did that for like 5 or 6 months straight. I just was like tunnel visioning, saying like, no, I know what I'm doing. You know, no one can steer me away from this. I know what I need to be doing. And of course, I ended up realizing that I needed to come back to Minecraft, and I was just being a fool. But imagine if during that time period, I just told myself, oh, well, the cards are not stacked in my favor. I can't succeed. I'm never going to find the success I'm looking for. Like, I wouldn't be here today, you know? Like, my grandma is a good example of this conversation. She is, 83, 84. She's had 4 marriages, and her current one has been, I think, like 20 plus years, the happiest she's ever been. But the previous 3 marriages were, like, kind of bad. Like the guy was not good to her, or they were just using her for their own benefit, or she just wasn't having a lot of luck with love, But she never gave up. She never told herself that she was going to be unlovable, even into her 50s and 60s, when people would most likely say, oh, well, the time is up for you at this point. You're too old to find a husband now. But she went off, and I think she met her husband at church or something like that, and the rest is history, Like, you should never, ever give up. That's really what it is. It's not just about relationships, or about love, or about business, or studying, or whatever it is. It's just don't give up. And I know that's a basic idea, but it's just so damaging for you to tell yourself that you're never going to make it. And if for no other reason, you want to make it easy on yourself to go into the next possible relationship that you have without all of this emotional baggage. Because imagine if you tell your next partner, or the next person you start dating, that, oh yeah, I've had a lot of terrible relationships. My last boyfriend or girlfriend, didn't love me. And like, you don't want to tell that to your next partner. You want to approach life with an optimistic perspective, which, I know it sounds naive and basic and silly, but it's true. You don't want to like carry around all this emotional baggage with you. There's definitely a time and a place to be a little bit delusional in life. Like, the only way that phrase of I'm unlovable, or I'm not, I'm never going to succeed, the only way that actually happens is you actually give in to the temptation of giving up. Like, if you fully remove yourself from the dating scene, of course you're not going to find love. You have to put yourself out there. But until you do that, there's always a possibility to find someone new, or to find the next job opportunity, or to do whatever. There's always something else you could be doing. So I don't know. I think it just honestly annoys me more than anything, though, because I hate it when I see people that have so much potential. Like, let's say with dating, they're super beautiful. They've got a great job. They've got a great family. They're living in a wonderful city. They've got a lot of things going for themselves. And despite all of that, the moment that something bad happens, they're like, oh, well, I can't find love, Like, obviously a breakup is a big thing. It's not just some random bad thing that happens on a Tuesday. But you can't just ignore all of the things that are going well for you the moment that one bad thing happens. It's like when I read comments, I don't get that many hate comments at all, but maybe like 1 out of 100 is like kind of a stupid, snarky comment. And it would be silly for me to read the 99 positive ones, all the great things that are going on, and then let the one bad one weigh on my conscience. I know we're probably evolved to pay attention to the negative stuff. That's why the news is the way it is, or that's the reason we tend to gravitate towards negative experiences, because it probably helped us for survival. But in a way, you kind of have to go against your biology with that and just say, like, you know what? I need to recognize the good things that are going on, because that's the only way that I'm actually going to move forward in life. And I guess it just bothers me when people have so much going well for themselves and they say that, and they don't have the perspective of someone that would be so happy to be in their position. Like, it would be kind of like if a guy that has a really good body, super athletic, he's been going to the gym for a while, and, I don't know, something's going wrong. Like, he doesn't like the way his body image looks, but he's still like super shredded by 99% of society standards. And he said that, like, oh, well, I'm never going to become a bodybuilder, or like, I'm never going to achieve my fitness goals. And it's just like, you're basically spitting in the face of someone that is less fortunate than you, or that would be so happy to have your genetics or something, Like, I've seen Instagram reels of weightlifters with Down syndrome or cerebral palsy, and, society would probably call all those things challenges to overcome. Like, you might look at someone who's trying to lift weights with cerebral palsy, be like, oh, wow, that's a really impressive thing to do, because that's probably a massive challenge to overcome. And despite those challenges, they still push through and they still achieve things. And obviously there's survivorship bias. There's tons of people with those conditions that aren't doing those things, but it just goes to show that there are people out there in less fortunate positions than you that are still getting up every day trying to make something for themselves. I guess my point is just have some perspective. That's really what it is, because there's always something that you could recognize as something to be grateful for. We all have wildly different hands dealt in life. You know, we have different things to use to our advantage and other things that we wish we got lucky with, but we didn't, so we kind of have to just deal with what we were given. And it doesn't matter whether it's relationships or money or your body with genetics, you know, just have some perspective, because there's always someone out there that would love to be in your position. There will always be someone like that. It's why I try to almost never complain about my job here on YouTube. Like, I don't want to complain to people that I've got something to deal with, because I know that there's someone that would love to be in my position. And it would just be frankly rude, I think, for me to complain about that kind of thing. I'm not saying you can't recognize things that are going badly in your life. There's always, you know, things to recognize, but I just want people to have some perspective. And I mean it all in a very optimistic, hopeful way. I'm trying to say that everyone's got so much more potential than they think. You just need to recognize that potential. And I guess while I'm on the topic of conversations, because I have like 3 different points here in my phone, I had another topic about having the courage to leave a relationship that is not serving you anymore. And what I mean by that is, if you're dating someone who kind of just has their foot in the door, or like kind of half in, half out, or they're not really like into it as much, or they're kind of making you less of a priority, you know, like, you know what I'm talking about. That is something that you really just got to learn how to do, man, because I've dated 2 people in my life. One of them was my current girlfriend, and then a previous like middle school relationship that didn't really count. And I had to break up with that person because I recognized that this was just not working at all. It was very emotionally heavy on my end of the relationship, like a lot of baggage put on me that I didn't want to deal with anymore. And you just have to recognize that, like, maybe this person is taking advantage of me, or maybe this person is putting me at the end of their schedule, at the end of the day after they've done all their other things, not making me a priority at all. You know, it's whatever the problem is to you, but there's going to come a point, hopefully not, but there could come a point where you're dating someone and that fire kind of fizzles away, or they just really aren't making an effort with you anymore. And the moment that happens, the moment that you start to get an inkling that that is happening, you got to think like, man, is this going to work out for me? Because I would argue it's even worse to stay in a relationship that isn't really serving either person, or either person isn't really into it, but you're staying together because it's better than being alone. That's not good either. Like the whole argument of it's better to be with someone that you don't like for the sake of companionship than be alone, that is total crap, dude. And maybe it's naive for me to say that because I've never really been in a position like that. Well, I guess I have, but not in like, you know, like a 20+ year marriage. But if you're in that position, that is not worth it at all, dude. I think that's more common with older people, like, you know, when you're in your 50s and 60s, and it's way harder to date, and it probably would be really scary to divorce your husband or wife, and you'd rather just stick it out for the sake of companionship. Like, is that really worth it? Because then you're living your life with a relationship that you don't like, or with a person that you don't like. I would certainly not stand for that. That would be so depressing. And I think it's especially important for relationships where maybe you don't even feel safe around the other person. Like, I know it's so difficult. I mean, I can't even pretend to understand that kind of relationship, but if you're in that position, there is so much more to life than that existence. And it takes a lot of courage to leave a relationship like that, or any relationship where it's not going anywhere, but you just kind of have to take that leap. Maybe something, my 2 cents I could throw in here is I recently quit my job to pursue YouTube full time about a month ago. I had realized after, I guess I was there for almost 4 years, that this company was not going to be my future. It was no longer serving the future for me. It was just kind of like a very, very basic, simple corporate job that wasn't going to lead me to anything greater. And it's kind of like if I was in some sort of, you know, simple, no spark at all relationship with a girl or something, you know? And maybe it's not a perfect comparison, but that's what it felt like to me. Like, I felt like my company was just this, you know, no further opportunity kind of thing. And so I had to make the decision to just leave and finally do it. It was scary at the moment. You know, it took me several months to come to that conclusion, but I finally realized that no, enough is enough. This is not going to work out. And I got confirmation of that because You know, like my channel's been doing really well lately, and you know, it's clear to me that I made the right decision, but in the moment it can often be really daunting. But I would hope that, you know, maybe some people in the comments could share their perspective about breaking up with someone and realizing that was the best decision they ever made, or they never looked back because they realized later that that relationship was not going anywhere. Like, I'm really glad that I broke up with that person, my first relationship in middle school, because I knew that that wasn't going to go anywhere, and I had to make the call that this was done, you know? But I know it's so much more nuanced than that. Like, the person that I was referring to earlier, like one of my people close to me that is going through a breakup, like, when you have a relationship that's super established, or you've known someone for 5, 6, 7 years, and you thought you were going to marry that person, and then you break up, like, that's obviously really difficult, and I don't want to downplay the fact that that would be a really nuanced conversation. It's not as simple as I'm making it out to be. But even so, it's something that you just kind of have to do if you realize that this truly is not going to work out. And if you do make that decision to quit a job or end a relationship or a friendship or whatever, you have to just make the internal confirmation with yourself that this is permanent. You're not going to keep one foot in the door and like, oh, maybe we'll get back together, maybe it'll work out somehow, some way. Like, if you have a lot of red flags in your mind that this particular thing is not going to work, you just have to say, no, I am done. I cannot keep the idea in my mind that maybe this will continue to work out. Like with my job, it's not as though once I quit, I could be like, oh, after 2 months, if it's not working out with YouTube, like, can you guys please take me back? Of course I'm not going to do that. I have too much pride for that, if I'm being honest. But even so, like, they would never do that. I cannot make a big decision like that and then hope to reverse it later because I think that I made the wrong call. You just have to live with the decision that you made. And when it comes to dating, it's honestly worse to keep, you know, pulling yourself back and forth around like, we'll get back together, then we'll break up, then we'll get back together again, or maybe in a few years they'll be ready for me, or like they'll be out of school and then we can finally get married. Like, you cannot waste your time if you think that there is a chance that this is not going to work out. Obviously make the call for your own relationship. Every single one is different, but I just know that if I was in that kind of position and I thought that like a good chance that this was not going to work out, I could not continue to waste my time, because you don't have that much time on the earth, dude. Like, you only have so many, you know, decades to live, especially as a young person. Like, there is definitely a lot of societal pressure to marry young or find your lifelong partner. There's a lot of pressure behind that, and I can imagine that being very scary. But certainly do not force something that is just not going to work out. You can't put like a square peg in a round hole, that kind of thing. You can't force a relationship. My girlfriend often gives me a good saying, relationships are like farts. If you force them, they're shit. So take that as you may. I think that definitely rings true. So yeah, I hope I'm not being too naive or too simplistic about this. I know that I have a very different perspective on dating because I've really only had one major relationship, but even so, I hope even just one little tidbit of that proved useful to you in some way. And I hope that everyone that is trying to make a relationship work or a job work does in fact make it happen. I mean, obviously that's wishful thinking. Not everything is going to work out perfectly, but obviously we want everyone to succeed, right? My number one goal in life is to help as many people as possible, whether that's through this YouTube channel or some other endeavor. And of course, I want the best for everyone. Everyone deserves to have a good relationship. And I think there is someone out there for everyone. I do believe that. It's just really hard to find them sometimes. But anyways, that was a good little chat. That was like half an hour of talking for me. So I still have quite a few axes here, but I'm probably going to put them away. I started this little wood chest over here to put all my wood. But I think right here is definitely a good spot for some sort of house. I really would love to get going on that village down there. I think that's it right there, right? Because it'd be nice to get a name tag for my chickens, you know, Jerry and Terry. Maybe build them like a second floor up there. I just don't want to keep them in the boat forever. But before I do that, I gotta build a structure where villagers could go. I guess before even that, I have to get some sheep though, don't I? Because I've got the cow barn in there, but it's not big enough to have two different animal types. Oh, looks like they've all grown up. That's good. Maybe I could build another barn over here, like a small shed design like that. We'll get some sheep. Maybe I can expand the wheat farm too, because the wheat has been a little bit slow. I could add another module to that. Let me just see how much wheat I can get from one harvest, and we'll see if I need to expand it or not. Okay, well actually that's like a stack and a half almost of wheat. That's honestly plenty to get some more cows and sheep. So let me work on building up another barn. That'd be fun. I'll do the same design as that. So I need logs and I need cobblestone. It's honestly a really simple design, but I like it. It's very rustic. And the snow on the roof, that's just so cozy. Alright, let me get some cobblestone. I got plenty down here when I dug out the wheat cave. I gotta say, I do like this base a lot. It's got good potential. So I think I just have to clear out a few of these trees here. Got a little bit overgrown, and we'll put the barn next to this. Maybe I'll make this barn a little bit longer, and we'll give the sheep a balcony back here. So what was the design over here? It was cobblestone there. And then it comes up one. There's dirt and grass. Okay. Let me get some more cows while I'm over here. Alright, well here's the completed sheep barn. It's pretty much the same design as that one, but it's a little bit different. So we got a couple sheep in here, and then they got a nice balcony view back here. Really great view, honestly. So with time, that'll produce sheep. Oh wait, I just realized though, they can't actually replenish their wool if there's no grass in here. Oh. Okay, I need to change all this to dirt and then have grass coming in here. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Okay, hold on. Oh, he just escaped. Oh, dude, he took his chance when he got it. Oh, and now he's back. Okay. It's like my cat. Like, he'll try to go out of my room, and then he wants to come back in, and then he wants to go out again, just cannot make up his mind. I feel like cats, more than anything, they just like to have options, because often my cat George, he'll just cry for food, and then the moment you put it down, he takes like 2 bites, and then he's done. He's like, oh, I'll come back to this later. He just likes to know that it's available to him, which I guess is an understandable feeling. I like to feel like I've got choices too. Don't fall in. Okay, there he goes. I knew that was going to happen. I don't think he's going to come back up. I guess I could just grab him, bring him back up here. Oh my god, guys! They all fell down! Alright, hold on. Come back here, you fools. Alright, I got them back, and so now we just have to have some grass flowing into here. Suppose I could have it coming in from the outside. We just have like an opening right here. This is grass, right? Oh, that's permafrost. Yeah, we gotta get some grass somehow. Let's see, this is all podzol though. Is there any normal grass? I don't think there is actually. I mean, I know there's grass in the barn over here. Oh, that's grass. Okay, that's grass. So we can just get this to come over here. I suppose I just have to make sure that the snow does not fall on the dirt, because I don't think grass will spread if it's covered up, right? Oh wait, that just turned to grass. Wait, what? How did that happen? Okay. Well, that'll be a lot quicker. Here, I'll just get some torches so the snow will melt. Alright, that should work with time. Okay, well, we got 2 barns now. This is coming along. The snowy village is taking shape. I suppose it would be good to now go towards the village. I talked about getting some villagers up here. This is going to be tricky getting them all the way up the mountain. because that is quite a height difference. Maybe I'll start by expanding that staircase down there. It is quite a sheer drop-off though, isn't it? How could I extend this staircase? Maybe I'll have it come down this way and then curve in and then back down? I'm not sure. Okay, well I made it to the village. Took me a few days, but we have finally arrived. Let me show you the pathway before I start getting some villagers. So I added this pretty big bridge so I could cross the ice river. I mean, all of this is kind of ridiculous because I could just walk across this, but I like to add a little bit of lore, a bit of life to my world. So it's pretty simple, but I like it. I just get rid of this dirt. I forgot to excavate. And then I've kind of loosely defined the path with these fences here because it's not really that feasible to replace all of the permafrost with dirt because you can't actually path these blocks. Well, that one you can because that's dirt. But like a lot of the ground around here is this permafrost stuff and you can't turn this into path blocks. So instead of doing a straight up path, I've just done like a very gestural snow path like this and you'd follow the fence. Kind of like if you're in, I don't know, like Alaska or some really remote wilderness area in the snow and there's so much snow coming down that it's not feasible to excavate a path. Like you would just be constantly shoveling away snow. So it makes more sense to just have a fence like this. But then it comes up here to the first of 3 staircases. It's pretty insane, honestly. There's this staircase, there's another one up there, and then my house is all the way on top of the hill. Like, I am really high up. I did not realize just how high my base was, but to come up this way towards the second path, here's this one. It kind of goes up the side of this hill. And then it goes through the forest to the last path, which goes into the mountain itself. So you come up this way, up the hill, and then here we are to my base. So pretty big elevation change, not gonna lie. But I officially have a route to the village now. So like I said, before I actually get the villagers, I want to build a house for them. I think in the beginning, I would like to get a librarian, not for the mending books or anything like that, just for having name tags. And then I want to get a blacksmith and name him Clint, after Clint from Stardew. Or I think it's a toolsmith, technically, that's the profession, but I want to get 2 villagers. So maybe I could build a house right here, connected up to my hut there. It's not the biggest plot of land, but honestly that's fine. I don't need a huge villager house in the beginning. Let me just check on the animals before I start working on that. Quite a few cows now. I'm going to have to get some leather soon. Ooh, looks like the grass is growing nicely. That's good. So I'll cover this up so they can't keep escaping. We'll put these guys back in there. Wait, what? I picked up snow? Wait, you could do that? I thought I picked up the sheep. Wait, I can pick up snow that has a berry bush on it. What? That's crazy. If I didn't mention it earlier already, that mod is called Carry On. It lets you pick up mobs and stuff like that. That's cool though. It's really useful. I'm gonna miss having that on my Minecraft server. Okay, so now let's get the villager house in. We'll get some spruce and stone like usual. We'll probably do like a 2-story house. There's 2 villagers. Alright, I think the villager house is done. Looks pretty good. Another project for the books. So let me give you a tour. There's not much down here. I just wanted to make this one raised off the ground for some reason. So I think this could make for a nice crafting, smelting area. Like, I usually put all my stuff in my house, like my furnaces, but it would be nice to have a designated industrial workshop. So that could be this later. And then upstairs, I have 2 rooms. It's honestly kind of like a little apartment building in here. I've got 2 different rooms. There's going to be the toolsmith in here. They've got little windows to look out of. And then over here will be the librarian. And then there's even a balcony right here. So nice view of the valley. So, at this point, we should just go down to the village and grab some villagers. The other room, like I said, will be the Librarian, but I don't actually have any sugarcane. And I don't know where I would even find it to get, you know, like the book for the lectern to get the Librarian. So, either I'll just hope that there is already a Librarian villager in the village down there, or I'll have to somehow find some sugarcane. Maybe it grows on the frozen riverbank, but I kind of doubt it. Path has been completely covered up by snow. It's kind of hard to figure out where the path is. I guess that's kind of the reason we have path blocks. Like, this is a decent path indicator, but it's not perfect. That's alright. The bridge is cool though. I like the bridge. Alright, so let's see what... Oh no! It's an abandoned village? God, man, why didn't I notice that earlier? Oh, that sucks. I was like, oh, okay, let's go find a villager. Man, okay, so that was basically all for naught. I can't really get villagers now unless I find a different village. God, that really sucks. Maybe it's hard to survive out here in the wintertime. There's an igloo in here. Oh yeah, there's zombie villagers. Okay. I mean, you can cure them, but I think I would have to go to the nether and, you know, blaze rod for the... What's it called? The brewing stand, and then make the potions and all that, so... It's probably easier if I just find a different village, but that kind of sucks. I mean, to be fair, I've not really done any exploration at all outside of finding my base. So I could just go searching for another village and make it an exploration trip while I'm at it. Why don't we do that? Because I don't really want to just have built that house for nothing. I do want to get some villagers. That's so unlucky though, man. The one village that was nearby happened to be abandoned. I feel like it's not that common for them to be abandoned too, so it's pretty unlucky. That's okay. We'll make a trip out of it. We'll go explore. I guess I probably should swing back to my base real quick before I do a major exploration trip, because I only have 4 pieces of bread, and I could cook up some steak. It means I have to go all the way up the mountain, but that's probably worth doing, because I do not think I'll be finding much food out here in this cold wasteland. I say wasteland, but it is very pretty. I like the snow. Not me completely ignoring my bridge. That thing definitely was not necessary, but it was cool. Yeah, I had some cooking in the furnace earlier, so we'll just take this and that'll definitely be enough for a whole trip. So, let's go this way. I think the big ice biome is over there, and I kind of doubt I'll find a village, at least for a while, so I'll just try to stick to the forest. Alright, so what can I see right now? There's not going to be anything, like I said, in this ice canyon. But is there any village? What is that? That looks like some sort of structure. Check that out. Just gotta descend the cliff safely. Actually, wait, let me do this the fun way. There we go. God, I almost landed right on an ice spike. I don't think it would have mattered, but that was fun. Now let's just try to get through this ice sheet. Wow, that is so impressive looking. Look at that. Whoa, look at this. Is this a cave? Oh my god, this looks so cool. What? I think this is just surface. Wait, let me go down there. Wow. I've never seen this before. Am I still playing Minecraft? It's like a totally different game. Wow. Yeah, this is like a weird mix of an indoor-outdoor cave. That's so cool. Let me try to get out of here. Okay, so I'm out now. So the house I saw is right over there. Whatever that thing is, so I'll have to bridge across or maybe go around somehow. Yeah, it says this is the glacial chasm biome, so I definitely can believe that. That name is fitting. Yeah, what is this thing? What is in there? Is that a villager? I can't really tell. Oh yeah, I heard a villager. Okay. It's like a little snowy outpost. What's up, dude? He's kind of freaking out. Oh, there's bookcases. Let's go. That means I can get my lectern. Alright, bro, you need to just... What's going on? Wow, got a lot of food in here. Alright, so I think the play here is to pick up the villager and just try to bring him back to my base. Just might be tricky getting him up that mountain. Here, I'll make sure to break all these smokers too, so that there's no way he could try to come back here. Alright, so you come with me, and we'll try to get him home. It's gonna be a long voyage back, though. Might be treacherous. Oh, gosh. This is such a sketchy journey. Oh my god. I'm bringing him through the depths of the ice chasm. Alright, we're gonna have to make a little bridge here. Alright, where'd he go? Did he run off already? Get back here, you. Don't get by the edge. Oh my god, bro. He's living literally on the edge. Definitely not the most hospitable biome. I guess I have done a snowy video before, but it's inherently more challenging to live in the snow like this. I mean, this ice chasm is definitely a unique challenge, but even normal taigas, I feel like it's not that easy to find food or get different materials. Alright, so now we gotta go down this, and then we have to go up that. Oh god. It actually might be faster to just go around this entire thing and go up my staircase, because I think that connects up to the valley. Like, I could go out that way and then go up my stairs, and it's probably going to be easier than trying to get up that monster. Alright, there's my staircase. Okay, I have safely brought back singular Clarence. That's a win. Gotta get one more, but I am very glad I did not lose him during that chasm. Oh, he's sleeping. Let's go. Okay, I was a little bit worried he was not going to like it, because the last video I did, the Stardew one, I got several villagers and I put them in my little villager house and they would not sleep. Like, they never bonded. So, very glad that worked out. Let me take a snooze myself and then we'll try to get another one. Now, the thing is, I've obviously found that house over there, but I did not really see anything else, and I gotta probably pick a different direction to explore now. Maybe I'll go this way, over the mountains, because I might be able to spot another village, hopefully one that isn't abandoned. Let me just make some room. My inventory is very full. Okay, I got my inventory sorted, so let's go check out this direction. Yeah, so we got a mountain range over there, but I might be able to find a village on the other side of it. Tell you what, man, I really did not pick the most hospitable biome. Not just biome, but like the terrain. It's so mountainous here. But I like it. I wouldn't want just like a flat, boring plains. I like having mountains and terrain to work around. What on earth? What is that guy doing? Yeah, don't even try, little man. What is this down here? Looks like a weird charred tree biome. Oh, it's one of those cold mangrove swamps. Okay. I don't think I'll really use mud for anything, so I'll pass this by. Are those pigs covered in mud? Wait, what? I've never seen that before. That's so funny. What adds this? There's like little dirt patches coming out of their head, too. I mean, that makes sense because we're in like a cold, muddy biome, but I've never seen that texture before. Oh, wait, this is a mineshaft entrance. Oh, this could be interesting. I am also here to explore, not just to find a village. And these have okay loot in them, so I could explore this. Let's do it. What's that creeper doing? Does he think I can't see him? Oh god. Oh, that's an enchanted bow. Oh, he juked me out. I have not found really anything at all yet. It's just been ore, coal, and redstone and stuff like that. Oh, there's a chest, finally. Oh, we got a name tag. Let's go. I was gonna get that anyways with the Librarian, but nice to have that under my wing. And rice, too. I could grow this. You have to put it in water, I think, but potentially. I feel like the foods that I could cook with this video would be more like seasonal stuff, like a roast turkey or like a nice pie or something like that. Not so much rice, because I think you make rice into like sushi and stuff like that, which I feel like would be more fitting for a tropical video. I'll say, I'm not the biggest fan of holiday food now that I think about it. I like Thanksgiving food to a certain extent, like mashed potatoes and rolls and stuff, but I feel like turkey is almost always just so incredibly mid, you know? It's just such a dry meat. It's not, like it's never juicy like beef or, you know, like a lasagna, like a meat lasagna would be great for Christmas, but I'm not really a big fan of the traditional, like ham. I am not a ham guy at all. Oh, what is this? Pretty big cave. I'm not trying to go caving though. I just wanted to explore this mine shaft for loot. We can do that another time. I still have quite a bit of iron, so I don't need to go mining anytime soon. I really should make a pickaxe and find a lava lake and get some obsidian and all that, just for the table. I don't really care about going to the nether, but just to get some enchantments. Alright, well I think I've reached the end of the mine shaft. That honestly was kind of a dud, if I'm being honest. It's okay though. It's just like a little fun bit of flavor to explore, but let's go back to the surface and resume the objective of finding another villager. Alright, here we are. So I think the mountains were this way. I think that's a ruin right there. Get a decorated pot. Yeah, here we go. Man, this landscape is so dramatic. Look at that. That is so cool. It's like dark and mysterious, but I like it. Well, it is cool, but my visibility is almost non-existent, so I gotta go down to see if I can spot anything. Alright, do I see anything? I'm not spying any villages quite yet. Oh, I'm in the Badlands biome? Must be like a snowy variant. That's cool. It seems like a place that wouldn't really get snow. Maybe that's like something that happens in Utah or like those more rocky desert states. Maybe there is snow up in the mountains. Is that something? What is that? I can't tell if that's a structure or not. Yeah, there's definitely not a lot of life in the snow. It's very, very cold and lonely. But I kind of like it. I like the solitude of just the wind and the snow. I've got a bit of a life hack for you here. My hands have been kind of hurting because I'm home for the holidays, obviously, and I don't have the same keyboard setup as usual, and I usually have like that, you know, like little wrist support thing that keyboards often have that, you know, so your hands aren't just like slammed right up against the wood on the desk, but I haven't had that at home, so I just put a couple of socks underneath my hands. It's a little bit janky, but it works. Feels a little bit more comfortable now. Oh, is that a village over there in the corner? I think it is, and I think I saw torches, so I don't think it's abandoned. Yeah, here we go. Finally, dude. Might be a bit of a trek getting my villager back to my base, but doesn't look like it's abandoned either. That's so nice. Okay, good. So I'm gonna have to take all the beds, because I'm not sure which bed corresponds to which villager, so I'm just gotta get rid of all of them. And then I'll just bring one of them back, and then that should be good. Alright, I think it's high time I got a backpack. My inventory is quite messy. There we go. Let's put all this stuff away. I'm proud of myself for making it this far into the video not having a backpack, like day 40 or whatever, because normally I try to get it really early on so I can pack up all my loot, but I guess I haven't really done that much exploration or mining, so haven't needed to use it up until now. Oh, what is going on here? I'm gonna take these crops too. I think these are potatoes, yeah, so I'll add that to my farm. Alright, well I think I got all of the beds and the workstations, so I should be able to just grab a random villager and bring him back. Alright, come along, Clarence. We got our long journey home. Oh, wait, no. No, Clarence, we fell in powdered snow. Okay, I think we're fine. God, it has just been not easy at all getting these guys home. Oh, God, dude, leave me alone. Tell you what, it has just been such a treacherous journey. Oh, I see my base. We're finally home. Good lord, I have never had to work that hard to get villagers back. That was 2 very treacherous journeys home. Alright, let's get this guy to safety. There you are. Welcome to your new home. So, let me get this guy... I'll just put a workstation down just to confirm that he's cool here. Like, if you want to be a farmer, you take the job? Come on, bro, don't play games with me. He's shaking his head. Okay, well, maybe when nighttime comes, he'll become happy or something. Alright, let me get the lectern for him. That's the actual job I want him to have. There we go. Sweet. So, I want this guy to have a bookshelf trade and a book trade. So, I might have to cycle through a little bit like this, where I've got a bookshelf and then a trade. Just not that one, because that one kind of sucks. Sharpness 5? That could be cool. I don't know. Let's keep going. That was mending. I just saw that go by. Whoops. I don't think it was a bookshelf trade anyways. That's the most important thing, because I need to have a reliable way to get more books, because I don't think I have sugarcane. Okay, that's interesting. Unbreaking 2. I feel like Unbreaking is probably the most universally useful enchantment outside of obviously Mending. And this is a bookcase trade as well, so I might keep this. I might do this trade. I guess the only problem is I've got one villager here where I'm purely spending emeralds, and I think same thing with the toolsmith. Like, I could trade coal for emeralds, but that's obviously not super renewable or efficient. I really need to have a Fletcher to have like an emerald generating trade. And I only built this house big enough for 2 villagers. Maybe I could put one downstairs, like if I made a cabin down here, like right in here maybe? That could work. Let me do that. I need to have these guys create another villager first, but I could definitely fit one more right here. Okay, it's not the nicest place to live, but we've got capacity for 2, and then we'll put 2 fletching tables right there. I just don't have any access to gravel right now. I don't have a single piece in my chests, so I'll go find some in the cave real quick. I guess while I'm down here I should harvest the wheat. I imagine, yeah, it's fully grown now. I forgot, I also have this name tag here that I got from my exploration. Let's put this for Jerry, one of my chickens. Alright, Jerry, there you are. I do want to let them roam, but I don't want them to be able to go out and potentially get lost and I never see them again. So I think I had talked about building a second floor for the chickens, like a little loft bedroom. So, you know, getting the fletching tables, it's not like a super big priority right now, so I'll build a little chicken coop on my roof. Yeah, there we go. It's a nice little extension to the roof. So I've got a ladder going up to here, and it's not like it's spacious, but it's just 2 chickens. Like, it's not like it needs to be anything crazy. I'll give them their own beds, too. Alright, so Terry has to stay, because Terry could despawn, but I think Jerry's okay to be upstairs now. Alright, come with me, Jerry. Alright, so you get on your bed. Here we go. And then Terry, you have to go back to the boat. Sorry. There we go. So I'll get a name tag for him soon. And then I guess the last thing before I switch to a different project is to give the villagers some bread and allow them to mingle so we can get some more villagers. I can't really trade with them much until I get a renewable source of emeralds, which I need Fletchers for. So I'll have to let them mingle somehow. I'll just break this wall down. I'll let them hang out, so I'll give them some bread. Alright, so hopefully we'll get some more friends. Hey, stay in there. Okay, well that was very successful. We got some villagers, we got some more building action going on. I think now I want to pivot back to something kind of mindless. That exploration took a little bit of focus, not to fall in like the glacial chasm and fall off the mountain. Just want to do something kind of chill now. So I could either chop some trees down, make some more room for future buildings. I could extend the farm. Honestly, I'm really not feeling the farm that I have in the cave down there. It's just very dingy. It's not really aesthetic at all. Just don't know if it makes a ton of sense to have like a building for crops, like a greenhouse, because I would just be building out of spruce, you know. I don't really have access to glass, but I could do a big greenhouse, like a giant wheat warehouse or like potato warehouse. I could do that. I'd have to clear out a lot of space though. Yeah, I'm down for that. We can work on that. It's gonna take a long time, but better get the ball rolling. Wait, how did he get out? What? Did I leave the door open? How did they escape? I actually have no idea. Both of these fence gates are closed. I mean, it's good that we've got new villagers, I guess, but how do they get out? I'm at a loss. I don't know. Okay, well, at least we've got some new members. I'll get around to that gravel soon enough, because I'm getting a ton of wood from chopping these trees down, and then I'll use the sticks for emeralds. But yeah, the wheat warehouse is taking shape slowly but surely. I'll have probably 3 of these modules, so it'll be like a really long building, and then a second floor for potatoes, and maybe like an offshoot for carrots, and This would be like a big spruce warehouse for crops. Oh, gosh. Whew. Jeez, man. That keeps happening to me. They keep sneaking up on me like that. Oh, what on earth? God, these guys came out of nowhere. Oh, wait, there's a villager in my house. Is that why they were here? Oh, for God's sakes. I just got the raid captain and then it spawned a raid. That is so cheap. They were in my base. Oh my God, they're just running around like chickens. I was trying to build my greenhouse here. Raids are honestly really difficult, so I don't know if I can even defeat this. Where even are the raiders? I feel like they could totally be spawning down the cliff, way out of the way. Oh yeah, look, there's a Vindicator right there. I mean, honestly, it's fine. They can just stay down there. I'll just keep building up here, because they're gonna have to find their way up here, but they're probably gonna struggle to pathfind, so I'll probably be safe up here. Well, anyways, I've made good progress on this greenhouse here. It's just a big, long building of a few different plots, and then I'm working on the second floor right now. Dude, I have a story to tell you, that's for sure. And maybe you can relate to this. My sister came home 2 days ago for Christmas, and she lives in New York City. And so she had to, get the train to come home, and, should be pretty simple, right? And I think you might have even seen it on the news, because there was like some storm or like some downed power lines on the train tracks that delayed stuff. But she was supposed to get home at 1:30 in the afternoon and did not get home until 1 a.m. It is probably the worst travel delay I think I've ever heard from like someone traveling. I have never heard something that bad. And like apparently the train station is not really, it's not as nice as an airport where you could like go to a lounge or get some food easily. You're just kind of like standing on the train platform. It just sounded terrible. Like it definitely informs my decision about where I want to live, because I want to be able to drive home. But the funny thing is that my mom said that we could have driven to New York, picked her up, and driven back, and it still would have been quicker than the delay of the train. Just absolutely terrible. Trains in America really are not the play. I mean, I'm sure other countries have their problems too, but I feel like trains in Japan are really on time, really well run. And my sister said it was just so disorganized and just a terrible experience, so I do not envy that. I mean, I don't travel much to begin with, but I'm just fortunate that I've never had a really bad travel experience. I know my sister was saying everyone kind of goes through it. It's like a rite of passage, but I hope to delay that as much as possible. But I guess as a follow-up topic real quick, I was looking at places, I've mentioned it through my videos recently of where I'm going to move to. And is that a creeper? Nope. Okay. I was looking at places to move, because I'm moving in 6-7 months. And we had like kind of considered New England a little bit, and I'm curious for anyone that lives up there if you could give your 2 cents on this. But I was looking at New Hampshire. I don't know if anyone watching is from there, but it's got some really nice nature apparently. And a big thing for me, because I'm just like kind of money focused, is I like to live in a state that doesn't have an income tax, and New Hampshire I don't think it does. Or maybe it's just like a small income tax on interest or something like that. But it just seems like a pretty cool place. Like I've just really been craving mountains and nature and stuff, and I don't really live currently near that kind of stuff, and I miss it. And I did not know that New Hampshire actually has quite a bit of, mountainous terrain. I was looking up some pictures of it online, like the White Mountains in the north part of the state, and it looks very beautiful. So what would the term be? New Hampshireites or New Hampshireans or whatever? Any of you guys watching? I'd be curious. But I guess to connect it to the story with my sister is that like a big downside or thing to consider with the Northeast is just the weather. Because, I wouldn't really consider New York the Northeast. I guess it is, but it's not super far north. But like New Hampshire is almost Canada, and I'm not the biggest snow person. I could tolerate it, but it's more just about like the delays around traveling and snowstorms blocking you in and all that stuff. Like, A couple of years ago when my girlfriend and I were touring grad schools for her, we went to the Northeast and we were going to go to Vermont because it seemed like a really nice place to live, but we ended up having to turn around because there was a snowstorm and her car would not be suitable to drive in the snow. So, you know, it's just something to consider. I'm sure you get used to it, or that they have things put in place to help make the snow easier, like, you know, chains on bus tires, that kind of stuff, but I feel like it could be a nice change. We're just looking for something different, you know? And I mean, technically you can drive. Like, it would be a very, very long drive, but I just would rather not have to take the train or get on a plane to, you know, come home, because that was something that really was bothering me about the idea of living on the West Coast, is that you would just have to get a plane ticket. You know, you're not going to drive across the country, and that could maybe make it a little bit easier, so we'll see. I would live in Vermont, but the taxes seem really high, and as I said, that's a big factor for me, but I guess you could always live in one state and then travel, you know, to the other states and, you know, go on day hikes and stuff like that. We both just love to hike, so that's just a big factor. We want to make sure there's nature around. Alright, I think I'm going to put a roof on this part, but there's going to be a second story up here for carrots and potatoes. So I guess this should be a little bit taller. I'm blowing through wood like nothing, dude. Alright, there's half the roof, so yeah, that should work. I'm just doing the same roof for all these houses. I know that, like, this village might be overly simplistic compared to, like, maybe the Instagram builds you're used to, or, you know, I feel like some creators that do survival, they try to make everything super aesthetic, which is great. I mean, that's perfect, but that is just not my style at all, dude. I am here to chat, have a good time, but I'm not really that aesthetic when it comes to survival builds. I'm pretty good with creative mode. I think I'm alright with those kind of builds, but when I'm limited with my materials and the ability to fly, I'm just kind of like, nah, this looks good enough. It's more just something to do while I talk. I think I'm gonna leave these walls here open, and I'll put, like, stairs and trapdoors, you know? Let me do a little demonstration. Yeah, something like that. Oh, what's up? Well, there's Jerry, there's Terry. How about Larry? What's up, Larry? I don't know where this chicken plot, subplot came from. Do you guys ever get the vibe that some game developers just inherently hate gamers? I ask because I saw some video from Asmongold the other day where some Witcher 4 developer, I don't know what it was, they said something stupid, and like I feel like I've seen a trend in gaming for a little while now where some developers are like, well, if you don't like it, don't buy it, or, you know, like, I don't mind if we alienate 90% of our customer base, and of course then the game utterly fails. Like, I feel like we saw that with Concord. There was some other completely forgettable game, I don't even know what its name was, something like that. I just don't know where that comes from, man. I don't know if it's like higher ups that are trying to push some sort of agenda, like they have to appeal to a certain audience, but it's just like, you would think that after dumping hundreds of millions of dollars into these games for them just to fail because the developers were so intolerant of the gaming market, they would learn. It just seems like it's happening a lot. I don't know why they keep thinking it's gonna work. Or like another argument that I've seen from developers is they'll say like, oh, well, we spent a lot of time on this, so gamers should be grateful, or gamers should respect the work that we've done. It's like, that's not how it works, dude. That is not how the market works in the slightest. Just because you spent a lot of time on something does not mean that you are entitled for people to consume it. In my in-person era on this channel, when I was trying to do in-person content, I had tried to make this like school community. School is like a platform where you can build an online community kind of a thing. And I probably spent like 5 to 6 months, maybe not that long, but definitely like 4 months of research and building up, you know, resources and things that I was going to put within the school community. And then I was like, okay, this is going to be it. This is going to be my winter arc where I start making really good money, and this is going to be a really cool community. And then I think like 20 people joined it. Like, I don't think I made more than like $600 from that total. Which, I mean, like, maybe that sounds like a decent money, but when you spread that across 4 or 5 months of work, it was a complete flop. And just because I spent a lot of time on it does not mean that I was deserving of that, you know? Like, developers need to learn that they need to make good games, not just games that they spent a lot of time or a lot of money creating. Like, it's funny how some of the best content on YouTube is often the lowest budget or the simplest, or content, you know, conversely, that is super expensive or super produced and drummed up and all of that flops, you know? Like, didn't they say that they spent like $500 million on Concord or something stupid like that, and they had a peak player count of like 700 players? Like, it's just because you spent some country's entire annual budget does not mean that, you know, your game is going to be well loved, you know? I mean, I don't really keep up with specific game developers out there, but I feel like there are certain companies that are, you know, super based and people love them, and they don't listen to, you know, journalists or people trying to create or, you know, paint some sort of narrative that the game developers are a certain way. Like, you know, the best long-standing example in gaming is probably like Gabe Newell of Steam. Just like a super based developer, isn't gonna, you know, mess around with any BS. They make good content, they have a good product, and that's all that matters. I just hate when developers and, you know, people in general, you know, whether it's like creators or anyone of notoriety, they try to push some sort of narrative with the platform that they have, or like, this is what I believe, so this is what everyone else should believe, you know? That's why whenever I do these talks, I make sure to structure it in a way like, this is my perspective. I don't think you need to believe what I believe, it's just what has worked for me, and you can consider it. But some people get so power hungry, or they feel like they've got a certain moral responsibility to share their message. Like, you know, when actors give their acceptance speeches at the Oscars, and they're like, okay, now I got a champion for this political campaign right now. It's like, this is like, stay in your lane, bro. Do what you're good at, you know, make good games, act well in movies, but not everyone has like you don't have to like push a certain narrative all the time. That's why I wish that more developers would just stay in their lane and just make good games, because that's what matters. And I feel like it's been quite a while since I played like a really good game that I really enjoyed. And honestly, like, seeing that Witcher 4 developer have that fumble, it's like, oh god, I hope that's not the culture of the entire company, and the game is going to be terrible, or like the story is going to be infested with some sort of agenda, you know? I just want a good game, but maybe the world has changed. I don't know, man. I just feel like when I was, you know, like 2013 to 2018, I don't remember there really being like very politicized games. Or I just felt like the games that I played, it was just like, this is just a good game and people love it. It's not like there has to be some sort of like underlying message to it all the time. Like, I still play GTA 5. I'm playing the story again right now. And I mean, there's like, you know, some social commentary in the game that I'm sure the writers or developers wanted to push, but I feel like it's a totally different thing nowadays. Like, the culture has really changed a lot, and it's far more divisive and politicized, not just in gaming, but in everything. But maybe I'm just an old man reflecting on the good old days. I think that's normal, though. I think everyone reflects on when times were simpler and long for that to come again, but it's not going to happen. You just kind of have to move with the times, and maybe gaming has changed as I know it. Speaking of gaming, though, I was playing Hearts of Iron 4 with a couple of my friends the other day, and that was another topic I wanted to discuss. Was I made a video a long time ago about how it's okay to be weird, and how, you know, if you like a certain thing, or if you're like super nerdy into something and people might call you strange, it's not bad to do that, right? And when we were playing Hearts of Iron 4, if you don't know, by the way, it's like a World War II grand strategy game. We were all playing on the same computer, like giving input on what we should do. Like, someone was like the military advisor, or some person was like focusing on the industry, being like, I think we should make this decision and we should steer the country in this way. And one of my friends had like literally an entire Google spreadsheet of like tracking, like, okay, this decision is going to expire on October 31st, 1937. We got to queue up this next. Or like, we would be going and steering our soldiers in battle, and he'd be like, hey, can you click on this bubble real quick? I just want to see the name of the general so I can write it down and write out some lore for this battle. Like, this is so incredibly nerdy, but I had a great time, and I think it was awesome. Like, it was essentially like playing D&D. You know, I've never played that game, but we're like just being super, super nerdy and super in depth with like naming our soldiers, or like naming like little battalion groups, or, you know, like there was literally like 70 pages, or not pages, but 70 rows of like entries of like a given battle, and being like, the 23rd Division defeated, the Spanish Civil, like, it's just so ridiculous, but I thought it was cool. And my point is that, like, again, it's okay to be a little bit nerdy or weird, because I said that if our girlfriends saw us doing this, they'd be like, you guys are the biggest nerds ever. And I mean, not in like a mean way, just like a teasing way, but it is true. Like, we were being like turbo nerdy about it, but it was fun. And honestly, my friends are a lot better at that game than I am, so I was more just watching and learning. But it was just fun to like all, commentate on the same country, and we would make decisions and have to compromise on what we should focus on. Like, should we prioritize tanks right now or planes? And it was fun. I left early at like 5 p.m., but they kept going until like midnight, I swear. And they got super far in the game. It was cool. But yeah, no, my point is, like, if someone thinks that you're being a nerd or like you're being way too in depth about a certain game or whatever, like, who cares, man? It's just have some fun. Not everything needs to be all uptight and serious. Like, it's kind of fun to be a kid again sometimes and just not taking things so seriously. I kind of missed that era of my life when I was a kid, like you would do things and not even think about the social, I don't know if repercussions is the right word, but just like the social maybe implications of your actions, and being like, oh, this person's gonna, I'm gonna be embarrassed if this person sees me doing this, like if they see me being super nerdy with this game, or like if they see how like into it I am, they might think I'm like a weirdo. But I mean, as long as you're not doing anything like super weird or like wrong, it's fine to be kind of a nerd about stuff. Like The Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games ever. I've said that many times before on this channel, and I've read literally every single book, character entry, like lore thing within the game's Wikipedia. Like, I've read everything. I have like 1,300 hours in that game, and I love it. And I know it's nerdy. I know it's just like a fictional game, but I think it's cool. Or like, I've been on a big Star Wars kick lately where I've been watching clips or YouTube shorts and be like, did you know that on Mustafar, Anakin did this? And it's like, oh, that's interesting. But I know it's nerdy, but it's still cool. It's okay to be a nerd sometimes. I guess I would just say, try to live your life in the most based way possible. Just don't listen to what other people have to say. Live your life how you want. If you have a certain interest or passion, go for it. It doesn't really matter what people think of it. Like, I remember when I first started this YouTube channel, or even before I started it, and I was just telling people that I was considering starting it, and I'd run into my neighbors on a walk or something with my mom, and I feel like we had brought up like, oh, Adam's considering starting a Minecraft channel, and such a bitch of a woman. She was like, oh, well, I won't be tuning into that. And like, in the moment, I guess it still kind of bothers me that she said that. Just like, why would you say that to someone? Like, just say like, oh, that's cool, and move on. You just have to ignore that kind of stuff. Like, people are going to tell you that they think you're weird, or like, you shouldn't do something, or like say like, oh, well, good luck with that, weirdo. But it's whatever. And it's certainly nice to prove people wrong, like that woman that I ran into. Like, once you finally get to the point where you can quit your job and pursue your passion full time, it's like, yeah, that what you're doing is the correct thing to be doing. I know I've said that idea a lot about, just do what feels right to you and live your life in a based way, but it's true, man. I mean, I often just say the exact same things throughout my videos over the months and years, and I'm not really saying anything different. Maybe I'm saying it in a slightly different way, but it all comes back to pretty fundamental ideas about just like, do your own thing, be your own person, don't listen to the haters, be humble. Like, it's all the same kind of stuff, but it's all still true. All right, well, I mean, it's not done, this floor, but I feel like that's a good structure at this point. So I want to get the roof on this thing. I'm kind of annoyed how the snow keeps coming down, and then we could actually start planting some stuff in here. I saw that the raid health bar disappeared, so I think it did despawn, which is good to know. It's nice to know that you can just ignore a raid. Like, that was so stupid that the raid patrol literally spawned in my village. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? If you defeat them, you're gonna have to deal with it. I guess technically I could have gotten a lava bucket and just put it on the raid captain, because I don't think it would count as you getting the raid captain if you just use lava, but I didn't have access to that, and I didn't think about it at the time, but it's fine. it worked out because they spawned down on the bottom of the mountain and I could easily ignore that. Wow, I've used up every single log I've gotten? Wow. Normally I chop trees down in these videos and I get like a double chest of logs and I never have a use for it, but I actually like ran through all the logs I had. I gotta get some more. I mean, I should have enough to finish this roof and just a little like details in the walls, but I will need some more later. Oh, you know one thing that I actually have been curious about? I haven't really been keeping up with it well, but you guys know that story about like the New Jersey drones that have been flying around that part of the country? I was curious if anyone here is from New Jersey and had any like comments on that, if you had seen any, because I don't live near there, so I wouldn't be able to commentate on it, but I would just wonder, like, people have been saying that those drones are the size of cars, and I don't know if that's true. That would be insane if that's true, but yeah, I'm curious if anyone's seen those things or like know what's up about that. I mean, obviously no one really knows, but it seems like a wild story. They've just been flying around for weeks now. I thought I saw something that there was like a drone ban for the time being, like on like normal, what would you call it, quadcopter drones, just until they figure out what's going on. But I feel like it's so hard to believe that they don't know what's going on, man. Like, how could the government not know what those things are? It just seems kind of fishy. But yeah, let me know if anyone's from New Jersey and knows about that. I'd be curious. Oh, you know, something else I was wanting to talk about, man. I'm on a roll with these talks here. The ideas are flowing. I've recently discovered this channel called The Masked Meditator, and he's just like a no commentary vlogger about fitness, and he makes pretty cool content. And I saw a video of his where he just did push-ups in the street for like an hour, and I guess it was in some sort of public event space, so a lot of people were walking around him, and some people would stop and do push-ups with him, and it was really wholesome, but there were also some random people that would just like throw water on him, or like one girl like sat on his back while he was doing push-ups. And like, what is wrong with some people? Like, what is going on in your brain? It's the same thing I feel when I see a comment on one of my videos that's just like not even just like a critique or a hate comment, but just like utterly deranged. Like someone felt the need to leave a comment like that, and just like, what is wrong with some people, man? Like, just let the man do his push-ups. I know there's an argument to be made of like, oh, well, if he's doing it in public, doing push-ups in public, then he probably wants attention, so like, what is he expecting? But it's still just like, if I see someone doing something in public and it's like kind of weird or it's kind of out of the ordinary, I'm not gonna be like, yo bro, what are you doing over there? Like, it's like, I'm just gonna move on with my day. Like, it's not that deep. I don't know why some people have to interfere with everything, or it makes everything about them somehow, like get involved somehow. It's like, don't go poking your nose in all the beehives, man. And if a guy's doing push-ups, it's like, just let the man be. He's just working out. I don't know. I mean, he was like in the middle of the street, so again, I can understand why someone would like take interest in that or like kind of mess with him, but still, it's just like, you don't need to mess with people like that. I mean, I live in the big city, so I don't see any like super big weirdos, but you know, you see like the occasional homeless person or like someone that's just like let me steer clear of this guy, or like just in his own world. And it's just like, you don't need to interfere with people. If you see someone that's kind of acting weird, just walk the other way. You don't have to get involved. Alright, that's probably the ugliest roof taper I've ever made. I did not at all account for the fact that the roof would be going straight into this wall here, and it would just be floating, so I had to make it kind of taper down. Doesn't look great, but it'll do. But yeah, that's the roof, so now I can get rid of the snow down here. Actually get some crops in. You know, I was giving some more thought about the whole live streaming thing. I don't think I'm going to do it this year, because the year's almost over, but I do think that in early January, something like that, I will try my first live stream. So I will let you guys know when I do that. I'm excited about it. I think it could be fun. But I feel like it would have to be something like low key, something not like a build video where I'm with like 50 people on my server, and like I don't want like too many things going on with my first ever live stream because I'll be new to it. But I think it'd be fun to try it out soon. Like, I think the talks that I could do in these videos would definitely, you know, be elevated by having people to like riff off of in the chat. And like sometimes it's a little bit difficult to articulate my thoughts because there's no one else to like curate my thoughts too, you know? Like if you're having a conversation with someone, it's so easy to talk. That's why podcasts do so well. But talking by yourself is it's pretty challenging. It takes a lot of effort sometimes, you know? So I think streaming could be fun, so I'll probably do that in the next week or two. No promises, you know, I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I feel like it can't be that hard to start live streaming. Question is though, do I do face cam or not? I don't know yet. I don't know. I mean, it's not like that's anything special. Like I said earlier, I've done my face reveal long ago at this point. It's not anything special, but I know basically every live streamer does that just because it helps, you know, people see you and it keeps you engaged more, and it I don't know, it just makes it for a better experience. But we'll see. I do have a camera. I do still have one back when I was trying to do that school community thing I said. So I could do it. We'll see. Alright, well, it's kind of a mess in here, but I got the snow out of here, so now we can get some crops. One thing that I hate about living in the snow is constant snowballs accumulating. And why is it only 16 snowballs in a stack, dude? Like, they pile up so quickly and they take up so much space in your inventory. Oh, wait, is this new? I don't think these chests looked like this earlier. It's like the present now. That's cool. Alright, well, here are my buckets. Oh, I can't plant crops here because it's too dark. How could I get around that? I guess maybe I could have lanterns on the ceiling? Or like, what if I just had torches this entire way? Does that reach? Like this? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. Let's get more torches. Okay, well that is a major expansion to the wheat field. That is a lot of room now. So I did end up actually building this more like a loft up here. I know I had said that this could be like a carrot spot and a potato spot, but maybe we just make it like a little lobby balcony thing, and I could get rid of one of these patches here and turn that into carrots or potatoes, you know? But I know as I say that though, I do have this idea brewing in my head that might kind of invalidate all of that. And that is, like obviously this video is going out on Christmas Day. I said this is the Christmas special, but at the time of me filming this right now, what is it? It's 8:30 p.m. Christmas Eve, and I'm still not done, and I've got all of my presents on the floor next to me that I've yet to wrap, and I'm just like, I don't know if I can really finish all this. Like, I'm not trying to go to bed at like 5 a.m. So I did think though a fun idea could be to finish off a few more ideas of this village here in creative mode. And I know like it might be a little bit dicey going from survival to creative. It might like tamper with the vibe, but I think it could be fun. I mean, I do so many creative building videos on my channel that it's not like it would be anything shocking to you guys. And there's a mod that I installed called like colored lanterns or something like that. Let me show you. Let me see, what is it? Colored lanterns. Yeah, here it is. So it adds all these different variations to the colors, and I thought it would be cool to get some red lanterns and some green lanterns and dot them around like it's Christmas time, you know? And I just say creative mode because this stuff, like this is green stained glass, and like where am I going to find green dye in the snowy biome? Like you get that from cactus, right? So I just don't see a feasible way for me to do the things that I'm trying to do in the time that I have remaining. So why don't we put some stuff away and we'll do some final finishing touches on this place. I still, like I said, I wanted to build a Christmas tree too, put some presents underneath it. Alright, so I know I'm going to the dark side here. I hope I don't piss off too many gamers with this, but I think it could be fun to just do some final touches in creative mode. So I think right here, this is where the Christmas tree should go. Just get rid of some of these trees. Alright, so that should be good. And then I want to get one of those 2x2 trees for the Christmas tree. So let's hope for one that doesn't look absolutely stupid. Yeah, see, that is just not going to work, dude. God, dude, my luck is trash. Whoops, I incurred a little bit of collateral damage. This looks more like a Christmas wasteland. There we go, I can settle for that. So now it's pretty up the area. Let me fix the damage I caused. Yeah, I guess while I'm doing this build here, I have one more thought, one more topic to discuss, and it's honestly just related to why I'm choosing to end the video with this creative stuff, and you know how it is like really late. It's almost Christmas for me, and I just have to get this video done. I'm just thinking about like I've said it before about the pressure that I put on myself to get a certain amount of videos out, or you know, hit a certain quota, and like the video length of videos that I do, where it's like 3 to 4 hours on average now, or maybe like 2.5 hours to 3 hours. Like for most YouTubers, that takes them like a month to do. And for whatever reason, I've told myself like, no, you got to get that done at most in a week. You know, I try to do every 5 days, but I've just been realizing lately that it's not realistic. It's not healthy. It's just, I need to calm down, you know? And especially around Christmas time, like tomorrow being Christmas for me, or by the time you watch this video, it'll be Christmas. That's the time of the year, I think, to just relax a little bit. Like, I'm not going to do any work on Christmas Day, and like I'm going to hang out with my friends. We're doing like our annual fire a few days later, and like it's okay to disconnect from work sometimes, you know? And my sister, like I said, she's home from New York, and I see her like every 3 months now. Like I don't see her much at all, and I hate that feeling of being like, oh, I gotta go do some work right now, and like essentially like ignoring my family. Like I don't like that feeling at all. And when I'm home, I feel like I should utilize that time, you know? Like there's a time and a place, I think, to grind hard, and I've been grinding a lot for the past 6 months. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna let up really, I mean, maybe a little bit, but like at least right now, like theoretically speaking, I could stay up until like 4 a.m. and make the full 4-hour long video that I wanted to, but it's not healthy, man. You know, and I think that could be some advice for you as well. Like life is not all about just maximizing the bag. And I know that's rich coming from me, because I talk about money a lot on this channel, and I'm always saying like I want to retire by 30, get all the things done that I want to get done, and I do need to grind to have that happen. But on a day-by-day basis, when it's Christmas Day, or when it's your birthday, or when it's your girlfriend and yours anniversary, or whatever it is, some big event, just relax. It's okay to just chill out a little bit. And I hope that, you know, no one's mad by me not doing the full 117 days. You know, like obviously I would love to do that, but I just think when I think about like all the things that I've had to do lately, like I've been very busy at home, it's just not realistic for me to maintain that schedule just for like a couple of days. I'm not saying I'm going to stop or anything, but just for this particular video, I think I need to take a bit of a break. Like we're going to watch the first 2 Home Alone movies tomorrow, and like I'm excited for that, and I don't want to have that, you know, feeling of dread of like, oh, but I could be making more money, I could go make a video right now. It's like you need to like disconnect at some point, and I feel like it's been borderline unhealthy for me for a while now, of like, you know, grinding too hard, and it's okay to take a break sometimes. But before we do that, this tree is not complete, dude. We got to get this done first. So I think for the tree itself, we will do maybe concrete for like the ornaments, you know? I mean, ornaments don't glow at night, so it's fine if I just do like a couple here and there like this, right? Oh, we should definitely do glowstone for the star on top, right? And see, like this is something that I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna have to go to the nether if I want to get the Christmas tree how I want it to be. And like, obviously, if I had all the time, I would do that, but it's just kind of nice to finish this off in creative mode and have this at my disposal. All right, so that kind of looks like a star in its own way, right? The tree is a little bit tall. I feel like I need to have maybe one more layer of leaves like this, you know? All right, that looks fine. And now, of course, we need some carpets, like red wool for where the presents are going to go. All right, that'll do. And then obviously the presents. So I don't want to just do basic chests. I think it'd be kind of fun to maybe name these after my like Flow SMP members, you know? Like I could have a sign on each chest to be like, this is for Pot, or this is for Peptic, or you know, these are like players on my server. Let's just get a few. Obviously I won't do every single person because I have like 300 people on the server, but I could do some standout characters. All right, so this is going to be for Pot. Technically Pot 1043. I'm going to call him by his full name. He's the guy that collected 1 million COD on the server. He actually did that. Absolutely insane. Okay, we'll do one for Peptic. He's from Sweden, I think. We'll do one for Maple. He did a song on the server. We've got like the voice chat mod installed, and often he'll play guitar and just like jam out on the server. I gotta give one to my boy Slime. He's probably the best builder on the server. We can do one for Alexa. She made some really cool like slum builds in my latest build video, like a solar punk slum. That was awesome. I gotta give a shout out to my guy Adderall Gobbler. Not the best username. He organized like a custom music disc project on the server. So we've got a resource pack where when you put it in the jukebox, it'll play custom songs. Like I made a song, other players have made songs that have been featured in my videos. So it's a really cool project for the community. Oh, Skyfire for sure. He plays a mean melodica on the server. And then maybe I'll do one more. Who should I do this last present for? I'm gonna give this one to Scythe. He is one of the best moderators I've ever had. Like, he makes the Flow SMP run like butter. He's just a wizard when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I'll give it to my guy Scythe. But yeah, that's a decent looking Christmas tree. I think the ornaments are a little bit thick. Maybe I could have the ornaments and have the lanterns too. I don't think they give off the specific colored light though. Like shader supports like that. I think they all just give off the basic light. But I think it still will look nice. Like, it's a little bit more lime colored, honestly. Is there anything like darker green? Maybe cyan? I don't know. I didn't really grow up as a person that was into the colored lights, where there's like purple, yellow, like all the most like random Christmas colors. I'm very much a red and green kind of guy. But yeah, I could dart some more around these, like have like suspended lanterns in the air like this. I mean, that looks decent at night. I just wish they gave off the specific color. That'd be awesome. I mean, this is Bliss shaders. I just switched the shader. Maybe that looks more Christmassy. I think complementary, that's what I was just using. It's a little bit like heavy on the orange, like warm hues, and I think Bliss is more cool looking. So I think that looks better for what I'm going for here. Yeah, that looks cool. Looks very Christmassy. This really was a nice little village, man. It's like a postcard. Look at that. So yeah, man, I hope you enjoyed it. That was my last video for the year. It's been a great year, man. It's been a crazy, crazy year for the channel. Couldn't be happier. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the snowy Christmas village. It was very cute, very quaint. And hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I will see you in 2025. Actually, there is one more thing, little end credits thing here. I was asked by a guy, and he cares about this girl a lot, to wish her a Merry Christmas. So, Asia, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay, now the video is actually over. I'll see you guys next year.